So let's talk about it, man. So let's start off with Rashaad Penny. So the Carolina Panthers signed a running back out of nowhere. I mean, like we were. Well, first of all, timeout. We got 125 people watching. Shout out to y'all, but only 30 likes. So please stop what you're doing. Give this video a thumbs up. If you need to tell Alexa on your TV to do it, if you need to tell Siri on your Apple TV to like this video, do that. If I just triggered your Alice from Amazon, my bad. If I triggered it for saying it out loud. But hit that like button, please. Pretty please. All right. Don't cost a thing. Only takes about 2 seconds. All right. So, Rashaad Penny. He's a former Seahawks running back. He was officially signed by the Carolina Panthers. Very, very out of nowhere signing. Now, we know the Carolina Panthers drafted Jonathan Brooks, and that was a year after signing Miles Sanders to a most lucrative running back contract of the offseason. Different regime, of course. Different coach, different GM. Understood. This hat kind of hurting. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I need to loosen it up. Like from the PlayStation. But Rashaad Penny has a background with the coaching staff. Last year spent time with the Eagles. Was injured. He's faced injuries his whole career. But to add him to a backfield that already seemed crowded, they gave Blackshear a little deal this offseason to bring him back. Chuba has 1 year left. Miles Sanders is deep in a very lucrative running back contract. And they just drafted Brooks. Not to mention the undrafted free agents that they scooped up. The math ain't mathing, bro. And I know a lot of people jump to the conclusion that the writing may be on the wall for Mr. Miles Sanders. We've talked about it in previous videos that Miles may be getting up out the paint. They may be getting Miles out the paint. Why? He underproduced, overpaid, underproduced, unfortunately. That's just the nature of the business, for one. Chuba ended up supplanting him as running back one. Yeah, they do have Tariq Cohen, Spencer Brown. But to me, I don't know. Because Brooks, obviously he has that injury he's coming back from. They're going to bring him along slow. He'll be cleared in July, but that doesn't mean you just make him dive in. You invested high draft capital in this guy. There's no reason to rush. What is the reason to rush a guy that's only 20 years old currently? His lateral agility, his ability to make cuts is one of his strong points. You need that ACL to make those type of moves. So what is it? What is it? Penny, he got to be healthy. That's just the first things first. He's not even really, he's a very explosive back when healthy. But it's hard to even say if he's going to be healthy. It's hard to even say, is he going to make the final roster? Because he can return kicks, so he has some special teams value. But like, you just doing that to get some guys in the rotation until Brooks comes back? Do you put Brooks on the PUP list to start the season off and bring him on slow? Because it's crowded. It's crowded, and I know they plan on running the ball. I know they plan on being stubborn with the run. They said it all the time. We're gonna build this thing with the run up front, play action off of it. Whoop de whoop de whoop. But you're not going to have 4 active running backs on your roster. Not on game day. There'll be 3. They'll be 3. Somebody said we're going to run a 5 running back set. The wishbone. We're going to run the wishbone. I don't know. But I don't think this says anything major about if Miles is gone or not. I think the Brooks move says more about that than anything. The Penny, the fact that he has some injuries, I think is just a guy to help if they need that depth to bring Brooks along slow. That's my thought process. I think they want to protect their investment. Don't rush Brooks. But also have a guy that has some juice when healthy. Probably very, very cheap contract. Have not seen the numbers. Can be cut with very, very minimal financial obligation. But also is familiar with the coaching staff. So I don't hate the move whatsoever. I don't. And I know Miles is everybody's least favorite running back currently, but I think they try to trade him. If anything. Post-June, they could save some dead cap, I guess, and spread it out. But I think without getting any compensation back, what's the reason? You better off just trying to take a late round pick from him if you can. If you can get a late round pick from the Cowboys, a 6, or maybe a 5th, and eat some of his salary, eat some of that salary and make him more easier to trade, and get a 5th back, do it. Do it. Yeah, it could. I mean, it's definitely going to be a committee regardless. Definitely at least between 2 guys, maybe a 3rd or a 4th. I think the Bucks had 4 guys with over like 20 or 30 carries last year. So, I mean, it just depends. It's going to be by committee. We've seen that happen in Seattle. Somebody mentioned it in the comments. So, I don't think the writing is on the wall for Miles. More for just because of this move. First, I'm going to say that. Does he need to get ready to learn Mandarin? Maybe. It's funny to say, but maybe not. I don't know. So they think they have 3 running backs with the same amount of yards, all around 700 apiece. By committee would be that'd be a committee approach. That'd be a committee approach. You keep the defense off balance, keep the legs fresh for everybody. I don't hate the move. It's a depth move. What do you lose? What do you lose? K-Shoes, what up, though? So, rookie minicamp. Rookie minicamp will be starting soon and very soon. Soon and very soon, rookie minicamp will be starting. Of course, the Panthers have their 7 rookies they drafted. And then a buttload of undrafted free agents. May 10th through 12th is that. They've announced the dates for all the offseason. So, of course, the rookies report first. And then they will have time off. They did get an extra week because of having a new coach. And then they'll return for OTAs on the 20th and the 21st. And they'll be on and off until June 6th. Mandatory minicamp will be during the summer, June 11th, 12th, and 13th. But there's only so much they can do. So it's a very, very exciting time. It's about to crank up. We're about to get a lot more media coverage, get some footage maybe of how things are going. I'm excited to see what kind of stuff we're going to hear about coming out of this. What days am I going to be out there? I'm not going. I'm going to training camp. I don't do mini camp. I go to training camp when it get real. Somebody said his hat hurt their temple. I agree. Wearing it backwards feels a little bit better, but forward, it hurts. I'm not going to lie. It hurts. So you're going to miss going to Spartanburg? Me too. My family all in the South Carolina upstate. Now I got to drive to Charlotte. I legit hate driving to Charlotte. The hour away from the upstate, it just makes a world of a difference for me. I hate driving to Charlotte. I'm going to miss Spartanburg, bro. I'm going to miss Spartanburg too. But Tepper don't fool with South Carolina no more, apparently. I know he tried to break bread with him and it messed up. But he just took his ball and went home on training camp. Crazy. Wofford, what was wrong with Wofford? What was wrong? Nothing. I got so many memories going there from as a kid. Gone. Childhood ruined. Training camp is in Charlotte this year, man. It's in Charlotte this year. It's not in South Carolina. Tim Estes, what up, though? But Jeffrey Coffee, what up, though? But speaking of rookies, the rookies' jersey numbers were announced. Now, we've talked about on this channel about buying jerseys, how there's proper protocols and procedures to go through when buying a jersey. So the first thing at first is, one, buy a rookie. That's the first rule. If you're going to buy a jersey, it's always safe to buy a rookie's jersey. Rookies have at least 3 to 4 years on their contract. They may or may not be good, but we were fans of them in college. If you want to be safe, buy a first-round pick. Good or bad, they're going to get a chance to show what they can do for at least the next 3 to 4 years. So buying a rookie first-round draft pick jersey is always safe. Always safe. Number 2, get a guy that just signed a contract extension. Don't go buying guys that have 1 or 2 years left. Don't go buying no free agents that just showed up that's on a 1-year prove-it deal. I'm talking about the Clowney jerseys. Don't go buying the Clowney jersey. I may buy one just for the culture because I like South Carolina as well. But if you want to make a long-term investment, don't go paying for these guys that are here on 1-year deals. Rookies. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta be smart with these investments. You gotta be smart. These Nike jerseys are $175, $180. You can't just be buying jerseys willy-nilly. You know how many jerseys I got? A Chin jersey. I got a Burns 53 jersey in there. I can't do nothing with that. I got a signed DJ Moore Elite Nike jersey. If you are hip to the jerseys, you know what the elite ones are. Those are the sewn on patches. Those are the authentic game day types. They're $300 jerseys. It's signed by DJ Moore. Fortunately, it was going to get framed anyway, and I wasn't going to wear it. But I got another DJ jersey that I like to wear. I can't even wear it anymore. I got a Christian McCaffrey jersey. 2 of them. I can't even wear it anymore. I can't. So you have to be smart with these. These are like, I'm old enough to remember when Reebok had $50 replica jerseys and $100 authentic sewn on jerseys. Very, very cheap. But Nike, they tripping. They tripping. You can't $50 for a jersey? Yeah, right. You wouldn't dare get a replica. Entry level Nike jerseys starting at $169, $170. So you got to make your next move, your best move. There are rules for engagement. So with that being said, the rookie jersey numbers were announced. Now the only one that's concrete is Xavier Legette. Xavier Legette got number 17. He pretty much sealed that. He wore it in college. it makes sense that he would wear that jersey number. But according to this write-up, these numbers are subject to change. They even reference how K'Wan Short won number 68 during rookie minicamp before he changed to 99. Players go, players get cut, people move around and stuff like that. So certain jerseys may come available that aren't available currently. So there could be some changes. But the Leggett jersey, in my opinion, is safe. And the one I'm giving away, it'll be safe. It'll be safe. Okay. Now 24 for Jonathan Brooks, I think that's safe. He wore that in college. It's available here. Why not? Why not? Everybody else on this list, I would not buy a jersey until it's secured. Shaw Smith-Wade, that's a good number for him. He may keep it. Jatavian Sanders really let the streets down. He let the streets down. Jatavian Sanders, we believed in you, bro. We saw the vision with 0. But he ended up going with 85. Shout out to Wesley Walls. We know Brian Burns vacated 0. We wanted him to come out in 0 during this offseason. Somebody in the comments saying that Jatavian Sanders said on IG Live that the 0 is still coming. That's what I'm saying. It's subject to change. So that's why I said the only one that's probably safe is Leggett and maybe Brooks. I think Crumity was 96 in college too. But if you don't get 0, man, it would be one of the biggest letdowns ever. To go from 0 to 85, and shout out to Chad Ochocinco for making it popular. But Lord, to go from 0 to ugly old 85 would be one of the biggest letdowns history. He let the streets down. He let the streets down, bro. I told you how dope it would look for a 0 on a tight end in the NFL. But 85 would be a snag of tremendous proportion. Tremendous proportion. I mean, it's an ugly number. It's an ugly number. Hollywood Gaming said, I got a good feeling about Sanders. I'm going to get his jersey. Bruh, he a 4th round pick. I have a good feeling too. I even got a film breakdown coming out tomorrow for him. But you better be sure. You better be sure. Make your next move your best move. These are not cheap investments to make. They're not cheap investments to make. So be smart. Be smart. Okay? Okay? Don't say Uncle Dunk didn't warn you. Remember. Jordan Little rocks 85 pretty well. See, I don't do jerseys. It's just old school football. Yeah, 85 is real old school. Said JC gonna get 0. Knucklehead K, what up, though? Said Horn is switching to 0. I thought he was doing the Kobe number. Yeah, with a bunch of jerseys with no active players. Yeah. A signed TMJ jersey. Oh, Lord. Yeah, know what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying, bro, TMJ should be a lesson. Darnold jersey my brother got me for my birthday. Yeah, we traded for him. Bro, your brother don't love you. Your brother don't love you. He bought you a Darnold jersey for your birthday. Was that a prank? He bought you a Darnold jersey for your birthday? Said $50 get you a jersey shirt. Again, rookie first round draft picks, players that signed their contract extension, stay away from vets on prove-it deals. I don't care how good of a vet you think they are. I don't care if they're your favorite player from the Packers, but they came and played for the Panthers now to finish their career. Don't do it. 2 year, 1 year, 2 year deal, don't do it. Don't do it. Kevin Cosman, what up, though? Comstock, I'm sorry. So your brother's a Bucks fan. That makes sense. They brought the Baker. Someone got you a signed Benjamin jersey. I mean, Benjamin had hope, and he was a first-round pick. At least you probably got some wear out of it. But you got to be careful. So the NFL actually just announced Wait till you gotta wait till the dude gets that contract extension. I'm not buying. I got a JC Horn jersey I got from Ross, but you're not gonna get me buying another JC jersey until he gets an extension. You're not gonna see me get another jersey. Now Derek Brown, very very safe jersey to purchase. Bryce Young, safe. Leggett, safe. Anybody outside of them three, you rolling the dice. Anything outside of Bryce, Leggett, and Derek Brown is a gamble. It's a gamble. But you can't take money with you. If you want to burn it up, it's yeah. So NFL announced that the NFL schedule will be released next week. Wednesday, May 15th. That's the day before my birthday. Shout out to me. We'll do a birthday stream, I guess. I'll stream and react to the or do a video. Who knows what I'll do. But the schedule will be released on the 15th. Now, Joe Person, I don't have a Shaq jersey. I don't personally. Joe Person put out there that, of course, the Panthers will be playing in Germany this year. Shout out to German. Shout out to my German subscribers and watchers right now. Shout out to y'all. But we once thought, and the rumors were out there, that the Panthers would be playing the Chiefs in Germany. But according to Joe Person, that's not going to be the case anymore, which is good news and bad news. The bad news is that will be an epic game to have in Germany. The good news is it'll be a home game. It'll be at BOA. Patrick Mahomes' first time playing in BOA as a pro. It's going to be crazy. I'm planning on going to that game. I plan on going to that Chiefs home game if I can. Last time we played the Chiefs, Teddy Bridgewater had the game of his life. We almost beat him. If Joyce Sly had a little bit stronger of a leg, we might have had a little bit of a chance. Christian McCaffrey came back from injury, went off. Curtis Samuel had 100 yards. He went off. Like I said, Teddy Bridgewater went crazy that game, running and throwing. We just couldn't stop a cold. Like, literally the two people you're supposed to stop is Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. We did not stop them. But our offense put up numbers. Y'all got jokes. But it will be a very, very good thing. And I'm sure David Tepper don't want to miss out on that opportunity for Patrick Mahomes to play in BOA. Because it will probably be another, 4 years before it will happen again? That's kind of how the schedule works. So this is going to be that opportunity. It's going to be a packed house. I'm sure Chiefs Kingdom is going to travel. I'm sure Panthers fans are going to want to see Mahomes in person. I do. He probably going to be the greatest quarterback of all time, in my opinion. Some people say he's there already. I ain't doing all that. But imagine the Panthers beating the Super Bowl champs at home. That'd be crazy. Well, the Panthers be at home, but that'd be crazy. I got to be there. It may get ugly, but I'm still going to be there. Said Patrick Mahomes going to meet his doom in BOA. That'd be crazy, bro. Imagine that. Yeah, please hit the like button. The like is free. Shout out to Knucklehead K on that reminder with the Cartier's on in the profile pic. He said in Germany they're gonna call Miles Sanders kilometer Sanders. You get a chuckle out of me for the dad joke. Oh yeah, it'll be 8 until they play. Yeah, so this will be probably his only time because he's year. I mean, if he plays till 40, he'll be back. Yeah, the Chiefs and Cowboys tickets gonna be crazy, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Oh, so yeah, that Vegas. Yeah, true. Don't play the Raiders. That Vegas trip, that's the away game. I think it'll be a Panthers home game. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it'll be an away game. I think it'll be a Panthers home game that they'll lose for the Germany game. So you don't have to worry about the Raiders or the Bears. And I kind of hope it's not a division game either. I don't want a division game out there. But QJ talked about the rumors coming out that the Panthers will be playing Tampa in week 1. That'll be an interesting game. Now, the NFL Love is the biggest soap opera, biggest reality show in the world. Some say it's even scripted. I'll let you have that fun on your own. But for the Panthers to play Tampa in week 1, they love revenge spots. We played the Browns when we had Baker Mayfield. We played the Jets when we had Sam Darnold. We just happened to play the division game last year, unfortunately. There wasn't much storyline there. But for Dave Canales, because you call it revenge game, he didn't get fired. He left. But just a game against his old foe or old employer, excuse me. It would make for a good storyline for the NFL. Unfortunately, why do they keep putting so many division games for us early in the year? You're trying to if we lose, you're going to put us in a hole early on. Now, I know asking for a division title is very ambitious, but damn it, give me a chance. Because last year with the Falcons, we should have beat them. It was a rookie going into his first start. First drive, we didn't get any points. We went for it on 4th down. It was a close game down the stretch. I'm not going to say we should have beat them, but it was definitely a close game. You could definitely tell it was a rookie's first start, 2 picks. We only lost by two possessions down the stretch. Rough decision-making. Apparently, we didn't put in the pistol until a week before that game. Like, quit giving us games that mean so much off rip. Like, dude, we don't want to play no division game off the jump. I think Tampa has an inside track to win the division. We'll see. Some people think Baker may regress, and Vegas loves the Falcons, but I think the Bucs will be 1 or 2. I don't believe in the Saints. I don't. So putting a division game week 1, it's not, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Give us somebody trash. Throw the Giants at us. The Cardinals. The Bears. Like, give us some light. You know, the Bears will be good drama. Back-to-back first overall draft picks going against each other. Caleb Williams' first start going against Bryce Young, who was last year's first overall pick. The Panthers and the Bears are forever connected because of the number 1 overall pick in the trade. The Panthers pick that they gave away was used on Caleb Williams. It's a great storyline. Use that. Use that. We don't want no Dave Canales revenge game. So they're going to make the Bears prime time. That would make sense because of what I just said for those reasons. But that would be a good opening week game, in my opinion. But don't do it prime time again. They did it prime time last year. I went to that game. It was on Amazon. I had a good time. I hope we would have won. Hope we would have won, but they can't do it in prime time again. It better not. They better not. I do not want to hear that. I do not want to hear that. But the Bears, I think, will be a good idea. Our one primetime game could be the Chiefs. Who knows? It could be that Chiefs game. It could be. I mean, like I said, the Bears, we got the DJ Moore. He's a former Panther. The trade that happened. Come on, man. Back to consecutive first overall picks playing each other. It makes sense. We don't want no Dave Canales revenge game. Stop putting division games week 1. It ain't fair. So I might have to make that trip to Chicago just because I want to go to Soldier Field. It's trash. Yeah, we're playing at Chicago. It's trash. Soldier Field is literally the worst. It's the worst stadium I've ever attended. How many have I attended? I've been to LA, Tampa, Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago, Houston. So 6 stadiums, maybe more. Oh, Tennessee, 7. And Soldier Field is the worst. I'm sorry. It is the worst. Out of the 7 stadiums that I've been to, Soldier Field is the worst. And I had great seats. The logistics to get to the stadium are horrible. Like your Ubers can't get in or out. You have to walk super far, even with an Uber. That's just getting dropped off. After the game, we could not find where the Uber pickup was. There's no signs, no designations. There's not a lot of lights out there. It's just dark. I had to walk like 4 miles back to my hotel. Horrible logistically to try to get an Uber to get home. You could have probably took the train, but it's not easy to find that either. And that's just getting to and from the game. Inside the stadium, they probably have one bathroom every, I would probably say 3 or 4 sections. When I tell you, I've never been so rude in my life to have to cut in front of people because the line was so long, bro. It was either going to pee on my leg, pee in a bottle, pee in a trash can, or cut the line and find a stall. The bathroom, there's not enough bathrooms in that stadium. There's not. And I was on the lower level. Not enough bathrooms. Literally the worst. The worst. Do not go to Soldier Field, bro. Do not go to Soldier Field, bro. I'm telling you, the worst stadium. I've ever been to in my life. In my life. And the Panthers play there again. But anyway, I would love to see Chicago get that Chicago game be week 1. I'm fine with starting on the road. I'm fine. Real quick, let's talk about Dan Morgan making these moves. So Dan Morgan, he fired some scouts, some executives in the personnel side on the front office. And typically the timing was weird because I know we talked about, okay, hey, what kind of moves is Dan Morgan going to make with Scott Fitterer being removed along with Samir Suleiman? We were like, if all the scouts stay the same, what more are we getting? And that was the big question. Like, is it going to be more of the same? A lot of y'all feel that way after that draft. Y'all were pissed off about the draft. A lot of y'all feel he's the same guy. We're seeing similarities. But they made some moves, fired a scout for now. That's all for now. And fired a couple higher up guys on the pro personnel side. I personally want to see some moves on the college scouting side. Now, we sat down with my guy Damian Parsons, and he said that sometimes it's the GM's fault. Sometimes the GM, he has good scouts. He has good information. He just refuses to listen to them. It doesn't matter what they write up or put in their reports. The general manager is not going to listen to them. So maybe that's the case with the Panthers. Maybe Dame was saying the quiet part out loud. And that's the case with Scott Fitterer. They got rid of one scout so far. Is it going to be more? We'll see. But I personally think that the college scouting side is the issue. We've had some decent acquisitions as far as free agency on the pro personnel side. Some bad ones. But that college scouting side, bro, it need to be some pink slips. I'm sorry. It need to be some pink slips. I don't know if they can hire me if they want to, but it need to be some pink slips, yo. We've missed on too many draft picks over the years, which is why we're in this funk right now. It's just not good enough. It's not. And like I said, whether it's Fit just bucking the system and everybody's work that they did all offseason to do his own thing on draft day, I still think there needs to be some realignment and some shaking up on the college side. I'm sorry. More. Laborino, what up, though? Happy man, what up, though? They got to shake it up, bro. Got to make folks uncomfortable. Make them tighten up. But, I mean, if you don't, and we start seeing some missteps with draft picks, the buzz and the sentiments are going to be the same. Now, what that means as far as the fans just complaining, who knows? But they're going to start feeling apathetic again. If these guys don't work out, they're going to think you're just like Fit. Especially if the guys that you passed on end up working out. They're going to start looking at everything you do and being like, dude, this dude sucks. Or he's just like Fitterer. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Luke Cage, on the super chat. See, I was cool on the draft until that Shaq Smith-Wade pick. I'm still irritated. Look, man. I like Shaw. I'm going to say this. I like Shaw. I'm not going to say I don't like Shaw. I like Shaw. Very feisty, competitive. But this thing, He's not going to probably play outside corner for us. And another thing that we're going to talk about is Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore may not be in the bag like some folks thought he was. He may still be. It may happen. It may not. It's no time to panic. But I think a lot of fans were under the assumption that the signing may happen right after the draft. I was kind of under that assumption because we heard what Clowney was talking about, telling them they need to pull up. It sounded like the numbers just need to be worked out to me, and it was imminent. But when that notification come up and he ended up going somewhere else because the Panthers ain't want to pay, it might be ugly, bro. It might get ugly. I'm just going to say that. It might get ugly. Because that corner room, and I love JC, but you still got to move accordingly. You got to have a contingency plan. You got to have a contingency plan. We'll see what happens at corner. But Shaw, he's a nickel. He may end up being a nickel in the future with more experience and development. But we needed help at outside corner. Now, does he give it a go at outside corner because he played that in college? Maybe. But some of the issues on him was just his lack of size, hurting him against bigger weapons. Mike Evans is still 6'4", 6'5". Drake London is still 6'4", 6'5". New Orleans really ain't got no tall receivers like that. They don't. But you get the premise. We need, look, no time to panic. And waiting it out may end up driving up his price. Who knows? Who knows? Because you mean Dane Jackson is cornerback 2, and if he gets hurt, he's cornerback 1, and then DiCaprio Boodle or Deshaun Jameson, guys who don't have a ton of experience, will be relied upon to be a cornerback 2. And now Boodle had some good reps against DJ Moore. Jameson had a few good reps against Jefferson, but he's undersized as well, similar to Shaw. I love their potential, but there's a reason they've been talking to Gilmore. There's reasons. They have some of the same questions that we have about the experience and the health of that cornerback room. So prepare for the worst, hope for the best with Gilmore. You know, we'll see. Jay Issue, what up, though? Larry, was good. I've been good, man. I've been good. A little tired. Work kicked me in the rear end today, but pretty good. Just an announcement really quick. Please get a video thumbs up for one. Number 2, videos this week. I have a podcast, Panther Banter. We're going to be breaking down Dave Canellis. We're talking about what we've heard from Dave Canellis, what we've learned, how I feel about him, how he's like the complete opposite. I call him the anti-Reich. How he's the complete opposite of the spectrum from Frank Reich. I mean, yes, age, of course. But just the energy, what he's been saying, what they plan on doing, is just a complete feel and opposite for what we got from Frank Reich. And I have an extended conversation about that on the Panther Banter podcast. I'll be on that couch back there talking about it. It's already recorded. That'll be going up. I have my film breakdown of Jatavian Sanders that will be going up this week as well, probably tomorrow. Now that I know the schedule's not going to be released till next week, I'll probably get a video on Friday too. We'll see what it is. It may end up being another draft picks video, but we'll see. Corey Jones, what up, though? Said, love the shirt. Appreciate it. Said, we're going to the Super Bowl. I like the spirit. Shout out to Mr. Luke Cage on the super chat. He said, Shaw going to look like Zach Sanchez against Evans. If you know, you know. was Zach Sanchez. If you know, you know. That little period of time after Josh Norman, before Bradbury got solid, it was dark. It was dark at corner, bro. And we've got JC. So, like I said, it's not all bad. And I think JC is going to have a hell of a year. I think he's going to be healthy. We need that type of luck. It's time for our luck to change. It's time for our luck to change. It's time that we get 16, 17 games from JC. Like we got, the year we almost won a division? We need that because our defense, they stripped it down to build up the offense. So we're going to need the players that we do have to step in and play ball. Starting with JC. Obviously, Derek is there. He's going to be him. But we're overdue for some luck. We overdue for some luck, man. The football guys owe us. But we gotta. Hopefully, we get Gilmore, and I'll feel a lot better. But we got a lot of question marks on defense. Questions that need to be answered. A lot of pressure is being put on Vera. People are saying, "Oh, Ajiro got it. We had 1 million injuries last year. We did all right. We weren't all that. We were competitive, but we weren't a good defense. We were competitive. Competitive. Which can be good enough if you have a good enough offense. So I'll say that. But I think people are just resting on their laurels or feeling fine about cutting the fat. Just because, Ajiro got us. It may be up for a wake-up call. Like DJ Wanham. We got to see what we can do as a full-time pass rusher. Jadeveon Clowney. If we don't get points on the board and get a lead, you're not going to be able to be in obvious pass rush scenarios for Jadeveon Clowney to eat like he did last year in Baltimore. Most of his snaps in Baltimore last year came on passing downs in obvious pass scenarios. Linebacker. We lost our best playmaker in Frankie Louvu. I like Josie Jewell. He was a solid guy in the Vero system. Shaq's coming back. But nobody was better at shooting the gaps and making tackles for a loss or just playing hard and being around the ball than Frankie Louvu. Motor is unmatched. So we got to answer that question. You got to. At corner, JC is there, but opposite of him, Dane Jackson, a full-time starting position. Something he hasn't played yet. Some spot duty as a backup. There's questions on this defense, man. There's some questions that are going to have to be answered. So Ajiro and the staff, they did a hell of a job last year. Their work is going to be cut out for them even more. Even more. This will be a good season. Just get up to high star. I agree with you that we need a cupcake that first game. Yeah, a cupcake first would be good. Said run defense will be better, but that pass defense will be sus. Yeah, we added Ashawn. I like adding Ashawn. I think our run defense should improve. It should. But an unproven pass rusher, Wanham, across from a veteran guy that needs to be in those obvious pass rush scenarios that our offense needs to provide, with inexperience, well, not inexperience, but some question marks in the secondary, they're going to have to play some ball, man. They're going to have to play some ball. They're going to. We just got to stay healthy too. Health will definitely go a long way. It didn't go far last year, but it'll definitely go a long way. But I want to talk about something that I saw here online. Austin Rivers, he said that on the Pat McAfee show, he said I could take basically talking about who's the better athletes or which one is harder, the NFL or the NBA. I didn't go back and watch the full clip because I really don't care about the context. It's just something to talk about. He said I could take 30 players right now in the NBA and throw them in the NFL. You cannot take 30 NFL players and put them in the NBA. So the question is, what are we talking about putting them in there? Do they need to make a roster? Do they need to be good players? Do they just need to ride the bench or be able to hold their own and get buckets? What are we talking about? Because there's a couple football players that can hoop, I'm sure, that would be very, very decent. You could probably find 30. Now, are they gonna be all world, all pro? I mean, all NBA? Maybe defensively. You know how football players play rough defensively. Are they gonna be those type of? Nah. They just don't have the physical makeup. You got guys like Wemby who's 7'4". Wemby is too big for NBA players. So like the size of NFL players just wouldn't translate well. So yeah, I get that. There's a level there already. But putting 30 NBA players in NFL, let's be for real, guys. Let's be for real for a second. Most of them wouldn't make it through training camp. I'm going to tell you that right now. Even the guys that were two-sport athletes back in the day. They literally had to put in a rule in the NBA to offset load management. They had to put in a rule league-wide to fight against load management. They don't put those type of rules in the NFL. They put rules to prevent people from inflicting bodily harm and pain. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That physicality is a big part about it. It's a big part about it. Like, if you were a good player, you getting hit a lot. It's a lot of contact. It ain't running up and down no hardwood. But it's I just don't see it. I think the saying is that basketball has football has created so many basketball players or something like that because the contact and all that. I just don't see it. I don't see it. But if somebody said Devin Funchess, he can hoop. He can hoop. But I just don't see. It ain't enough NBA players with that dog in them to make it. You gotta have that dogging. You gotta have the right mindset. You gotta have like little to no regard for your own body to play in a sport as physical as the NBA. I mean NFL. No regard for your body to play in a physical league like the NFL. Dudes are savages out there. They got kids to feed. There ain't no guaranteed money. That's the biggest thing. The heart is different. NFL guys play like their job on the line. NBA players won't play because they know their job not on the line because they're getting paid. Like Ben Simmons. It's just a different level of motivation and hunger. Not even just like off the ability. Like these dudes' mindset is different, bro. You got to be a level of crazy to play in the NFL. Said the first NBA player that get hit gonna cry to the PA. And the PA not gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't. All right, last thing. Let's finish up. I'll put a question in a poll on Twitter. You might have seen it if you follow me. I got to get you guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you think is worse? And why? Not being able to stop the run or not being able to stop the pass? Let me know what your thoughts. Because to me, not being able to stop the pass is tough. Because if you getting gashed with chunk plays at a time, it's highlights, it's embarrassing. You getting thrown the ball over the top, short routes across the middle, because you probably can't rush the passes, so the quarterback probably just back there chilling. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's tough. Struggling against the pass is tough. But you're supposed to have a short memory. You're supposed to have a short memory. You get beat on the pass play. Cool. Shake it off. Run back. Line up again and do it. Because there's still rhythm, timing. The quarterbacks that throw a good pass. The receiver does to catch it. They can be wide open. They can hit them in the face and they drop it. Mike Evans. So there's still like a level of responsibility of the offense to make that happen. The other end of it, bro, and the results reflect. If you can't stop the run, you are in for a long day. Think about it, bro. Like if you're continuously getting hit for chunks in the running game, you're getting hit for chunks in the running game. They're like body blows. Like, you may not feel it now. It hurts a little bit now. But in that fourth quarter, in the later rounds, them body blows knock the wind out you. They start adding up, bro. It's harder to line up on the next play. It's hard to get up and line up and do it on the first play because there's something as a man. I'm just as a man, it's challenging in manhood. And when people say inflicting, they always hear say like inflicting your will on your opponent. That's literally what running the ball is. Like it sounds like a nice catchphrase, but you're inflicting your will. What do you want to do? We want to run the ball. Like think about it as a grown man, not practically as a grown man, not even just football, not even the strategy of the clock. We know football is a macho physical sport, but a team that knows you can't stop the run, they are going to try to run the ball no matter what. They may not run they may average 40, 50 yards a game rushing, and they suck at it. But if they know you bad at it, they're going to come into that game and they're going to try to establish the run and do it early. And if it works, you're going to see a lot of it that day. If you can't stop the run early, you're going to see plenty of it. You're going to see plenty of it. But if you can stop it a little bit early, they may do you a favor and just go away from it. You know, these offensive coordinators, they don't like running the ball. They'll go away from the run. But just as a man, think about it. Offense, defense, we lined up, helmet, offensive linemen, defensive line across from each other. You got my opponent there. As a man, the concept of running it practically, think about it. I have a guy behind me. He is going to get the football. We're going to give it to him. That area that you are on the opposite side of me, that you're occupying, I'm going to need you to vacate the premises. And I know you don't want to leave. I know you don't want to move and create some room for him. I know you're trying to keep it crowded. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to push you out the way. I'm going to push you out the way. You whole human being, a man, push you out the way so my guy can go to where you were. Okay? Like, I don't care if you don't want me to do it. I'm pushing you out the way so the guy behind me can get where you were at. And you on defense, you don't want them to do that. You don't want them to move you. But play after play after play after play, they're able to do that. And you got to get off blocks. You got to tackle running backs. Your hands on your hips. You know when you start seeing the defense with hands on their hips, you're in trouble. Especially early in the game. You start seeing hands on hips, it's going to be a long day. Long day. Because the run is going to open up everything. As soon as you think, let's commit to the run. Let's get everybody in the box. F it. We're going to put 8 in the box. They're going to play action. You too tired to get back to where you're supposed to go. You done fell for the fake. You too tired to get back to where you're supposed to go. And now it's a bomb over the top. Like mentally, you're just off balance. They can play action. They can run the ball. They can keep running the ball if they want to. Fake the handoff, go over the top. Trick plays. They're controlling the clock. You're on the field so long. You're exhausted. And it's a good defense. You control the clock. You keep the other people's offense off the field. So strategically, it's smart to be able to run the ball. And it's detrimental and demoralizing, like my guy, Mr. Luke Cage, shout out on the super chat. It's demoralizing to not be able to stop it, bro. It's challenging your manhood. Play after play, they're challenging your manhood, and you not passing the test. They challenging your manhood play after play, and you not passing the test. That is demoralizing. Because you know it's coming. You know they're going to do it. They know they're going to do it, and they're not going to stop. That's what's called inflicting their will. Inflicting their will on your opponent. Shout out to Mr. Luke Cage on the super chat. It says demoralizing, bro. It's just, especially as a fan, it's like, bro, please make a tackle. So it sounds like the schedule is leaking already. At least some of it. I don't know. But I just thought I'd finish up with that poll. Shout out to my guy, Dylan. What up, though? The Blomo said that high-powered pass offense will lose the ball control to teams if they can't stop. True. Not being able to stop the run will crush your soul. It is soul crushing, bro. For real, for real. Break your whole spirit. But all right, guys, I'm getting off of here. Like I said, Ja'Tavion Sanders tape, and probably tomorrow. I may drop the podcast tomorrow. Who knows? Dave Canales podcast, Ja'Tavion Sanders film breakdown. Schedule release next week. Shout out to that. Mr. Luke Cage, shout out on the super chat, said that the 2019 to 21 Panthers. Bro, we fell off from stopping the run so bad after Luke's final year to when? Shoot, we really ain't that great against the run still. But 2021 was rough. Them first couple rule years, like that first year, the last year of Luke's career before retirement, and then the first 2 rule years, bruh. Rockstar, just saw your email. Your hat is on the way. It should be there I was telling the QJ, it should be there by the end of the week. I just sent it out Monday. USPS been tripping. So be patient on that. It'll be there though. I dropped it in the mail. But JT Sanders video, Dave Canales podcast /video podcast will be out this week. 2 more videos, maybe even, we'll see what happens. Anything crazy happens, I'll drop another. Shout out to Rockstar on the super chat. But I'll be, but yeah, it's in the mail, bro. It's in the mail. Should be getting it. Like I said, I have to check the exact tracking on it. I have to log in on a USPS computer website and check that tracking. But your giveaway hat is on the way. I ain't forgot about you. All right. All right, y'all. Let me get up off here. Got to get dinner. Got to get the baby. Holla at y'all. Peace.